Shortly, I will take you on a presentation. Both of my friends here in America are joined with me. We will go on a presentation by a gentleman from Hugh Paul. Hugh Paul, let's call him Paul, okay? I want to tell you Paul's story. Paul told me this himself. He said, Mr. GIlany, up to 2025, I was in the gold market. I was in real estate market. I done many businesses. I sold cell phone plans when cell phone plans were new. I sold Motorola. I sold Apple plans, everything under the sun. Paul entered this company by an invite. Somebody sent him an invite link. He packed up a bag just like myself. He went to Dubai. He met with Brian Benson. He spent the weekend on a resort with Brian Benson. He asked him, tell me about yourself. Where are you from, Brian? And Brian told him, oh, I was born in Silicon Valley, California, grew up there, worked for Morgan Stanley, and then eventually I got interested in in the digital currency market, and I switched gear from real paper money banking to crypto, and I was hired by Binance to introduce the company and digital currencies to South America, all the way from Mexico to South Pole, wherever South America goes. Okay, he was responsible for 25% of Binance's growth globally. He's made many millionaires and many multi-millionaires. When I had the chance to go meet with the executive that hired Brian Benson, his name is Ahmad Zen. He probably will be heard around today because Hugh Paul is amazing and introducing the company's executive. He's going to talk today's training. Pardon me. No, it's going to be nonsense. Today we're going to break down all the barriers for you. Today is not a presentation. If you want to see the presentation, you come back Monday to Thursday, every single day, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We teach you about AI finance. My mentor will be teaching at Hugh Paul. Today, however, is exclusive for only members. Those of you who are in, like Vic and like David, who's joined a couple of days ago, this is for them. So this is an exclusive community training. I have been doing coaching mentorship for 3 decades. Some of my students are politicians. Some of them are big business owners. Some of them have factories. Some of them are just entrepreneurs. And some of you are just watching us day by day and day, and you don't do anything. And I feel so sorry for you. And I don't wish to be you. My mentor from America, Robert Amodi, who Vic knows here, told me, Mr. GIlany, I believe poor people should take out rich people, take a pen and paper, pay for the dinner, shut up, and just listen and write notes. Rich people are very generous people. They want to teach you everything they know, and they never brag about it. You never hear Hugh Paul that he's making $1 million a month. You will not hear him say that. He will say, I know other people who do this. And it's himself. Truly wealthy people are very humble people. So if this does not resonate with you, your brain will reject it like a transplanted organ. Okay, you will not understand the idea of $1 million if you have not had the education, if you've not been through the ringer, if you've not read the books, if you've not joined the network marketing company, if you have not been active, or what Robert Amodi teaches me, proactive. You probably will not understand the whole system in one presentation. So we open the door up every single day. You can come back Monday to Thursday, as I said, at 3 p.m. Or for North America with me and David here, David Powers. We do this at 11 a.m. every morning. You can join us. Onboarding, we can do it on there. We do all of the presentations on there. Right now, I have 1 minute to get your attention. That if you watch till the end of this presentation, I guarantee your life will be transformed. You will be remembering some of the information. Retention is not 100%. You're not going to remember everything. So take your pen and paper, get that pen and paper together, get your notepad, grab a coffee, or take your phone like David, take some pictures of the slides, see what he is talking about. because millionaires have a certain language. It's a special language. With that, I will go to the link to see if he's live, and I hope he gets started right now. Live from Ireland or wherever he may be on this planet. I don't know, sometimes in Brazil. Oh, there we go. It's your time to send the link to all of your friends. Send the Zoom link globally. Show me the money. Here is the link, and here's the presentation that I will share with you, Paul. If you have not registered a account with Aurum Foundation, make sure you do it today, because here we're opening up the gates, and join this movement. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to be blocked, David, because of this music or not. Are we going to be blocked because of this music, David?
I wouldn't put it on mute until the music's over.
We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This is an Aurum training on Sunday. I hope to mute Mr. Speaker here if I can. I will not be able to mute it.
Just mute yourself for 3 minutes. Mute the whole thing for 3 minutes.
I did mute him. We're learning.
No, mute you.
We're getting better. I have him in the background running at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Hugh Paul is going to get presentation started. All of you, friends, family, those of you who watch these videos, all of my Kurds, all of you Persians who are in Iran, some of you called me, says, where is my leader? Where is my friend? You're gone. You never ask about us. This is a presentation for you, okay? I do it for those of you who are in war, who are in prison. This is global. Those of you who opened an account, you know that your money is doubled. Some of you couldn't make a decision in time. You didn't put any money into Aurum Foundation. You didn't make any money. Some of you opened an account and you got your internet caught. This for the world, Western world, for those of you in Canada, in the US, and globally who have internet, is a piece of cake. You will not find any leadership, any mentorship like you do here at Aurum Foundation. Why? Because leadership is transparency. He's very transparent. He's very humble. He's going to tell us where you're from, and he's going to probably even call our names out if he remembers. So you want to be known by the millionaires, get into their circles, make sure they know your name. David, make sure that Hugh Paul knows your name, okay? Hugh Paul is our man. If he knows your name, you're in the circle, my friend. If he says, if I call him, or if somebody says to him from Japan, hey, do you know Arif GIlany? Guess what he's going to say? Yes, he's one of my leaders in Canada, okay? That's how he knows, and that's how you will be known throughout this community. If somebody calls Ahmad Zen, says, who is Arif GIlany? He's going to know. He's going to say it's our representative in North America. If they ask who is David Powers, they're going to be able to tell you that you have the backing of the best AI system in the world, the greatest team in this planet right now. The world needs more intellectuals to put their profits, like Ahmad Zen, like Brian Benson, to the service of humanity, to help those who are lost, who have joined network marketing companies like Primerica, never made money. I was with the company for 7 years. I made $1.5 million. Not two of my people made more than $50,000 a year. Okay. That's a broken system. That's an old way of doing business. That's a multi-level marketing that is very restricted. We open the gates to new AI. You don't need a license. You don't need to be registered. You don't need to be a financial guru. You don't need to be an accountant or a tax provider. If you are, that's a benefit. You will understand it easier. If you work in the banking and insurance sector, this is a piece of cake for you. You want to educate people. You want to serve your community. I found a way to serve my whole community. My cousins from Australia will be watching this video. Reza GIlany, Simon Campis. I wanted to recognize the two of you. Again, this is a little bit of recognition going out to Mongolia, Monkbar Sangarjal, who is the manager of our camel care company. Today he was online. We are holding these meetings every Monday to Thursday. Today is Sunday. It's a special. It's Mother's Day. Hugh Paul is taking time. I'm taking time to educate the public. That is why we created all of these channels.
Welcome to tonight's training. Let me just do a check here. I'm on my new computer, and it's not just the same as I used to have. Let's see who's in the house tonight. We've got a big attendance here. Adebayo, how are you, sir? You're always in the house. Akapuma Jerry Esse is in
Watching?
the house as well. Alex,
Are you in?
from Brazil, welcome to the call. Amara's here, Amina's here. Awal's here. Arif's here. Baba GQ's here. Charlie Reddy, how are you, Chris? How's it going? And Christopher and Chris V's here as well. Charles is here. Coach K, Dantala. Wow. DCC, Dr. Hannah, how are you? DSF, as always, is in the house. Gowie, Gerald of Family Lassen. Welcome to the call, Gerald of Family Lassen. Welcome to you. I think that's possible. Not far from Alaska, maybe. Not far from Alaska. I see you're in twice, Gloria. I don't know why or how, but maybe you're on the phone. Maybe you're on the computer as well. Healthcare, how are you? iPhone is in the house. You, Peter, I hope your team from South Africa is on the call. They should all be on the training call. iPhone 75 is here. iPhone's here. Another iPhone guest is here. It's in the numbers is always here. Itzy, how are you? Welcome to the call. James Bond 007 is here. GJG Commissioning is in the house at hotmail.com. John, how are you? Another John, all the way from Portugal. Actually, not from Portugal. It's John from Portugal living in the Netherlands. Welcome to the call. John, there's another John Agabri. Welcome to the call as well. John with J-O-N, no H in that. John Judith's here. J-Y-T is here. Ken is here. Cruz is here. Latan is here. Lisa's here. Mark, how are you? Mark Diamond. Mary O, you're always here. Mary O, we've got, it's all jumped away up again. Meb, Nelly, Neely, Nella, Mohammed, Monday's in the house. That's good. You're a day ahead of us, Monday. We're here Sunday. Here Monday. Of course, those of you in the from India tonight, welcome to the call. It's very late for you guys. I believe it's just after midnight, isn't it? It's 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, yeah, it's after midnight for the Team India. Welcome to the call, guys. Money is here. Moses is here. Two Moses, Daniel, Moses, William. We've got ND Lux, Odemara, Joe's here. Oloboyo's here. Olowaloni's here. Olowaloyan is here as well. I'm trying hard, guys. Pam Harvey's here. Pat's here. Pat Evans is here. Patrick is here. Paul's here. Peter's here. We've got everybody here. Queen, how are you? Ragini, Robert D.S., Rodney, Roberta is in the house. Roger, Sam. We two Sam and Sam. Cheryl, how are you? Sir Alator. Sir Childy's here. Stanley's here. Sunday's here. Hey, we got Monday and Sunday. Welcome to the call. That's great. Kilo, how are you? Tisha's here. Toyan's here. Tunde's here. Vina, how are you? I remember somebody called Vina a long time ago. Vina Lyons. This is Vina Mariano. Vincent, how are you? Ward's in the house. We've got Wayne. We've got we're Aula. Welcome to the call. Yasin, how are you? We've got YBLN coach. Udesh, you're always here. Udesh, ready. Thank you for the call. And there's a whole lot more jumped in the middle. We've quite a big team on here tonight. We're going to do some training tonight. And the idea of the training, guys, is we onboard so many customers, and very often customers are left to their own devices. They're left without guidance. They're left without support. They're left without answers. They're left without understanding. So I decided to put together a little bit of training, independent training, not to recruit people, not to introduce people, really to arm you with some more information, some understanding, some tips, some hints, how to develop business. And so again, welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining on a Sunday. And it's not necessarily the best day for it, but I think if you've got your prayers all said, it's okay. And I also think that Sunday evening, where it is for me right now, is kind of prep time for the week ahead. Establish what you need to do on Sunday, what will happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And it's kind of like a recap for the week before, a reset for the week ahead. and it helps you start to organize your business in a better way. So let's get this training underway, guys. And would you believe it? Since I called out those names, 12 more people have joined. Late. That's the first thing. We can't be late. You cannot be late. The airplane leaves. You can't get on the flight when you're late. They won't let you on. So make sure your guests are here on time. Let's get this underway.
Recording in progress.
Well, thank you so much for attending this independent training, not provided by Aurum themselves, but just independent training by independent affiliates to give you some tips and hints and guidance and a little bit of better understanding of this, that, and the other. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't be giving any financial advice, and I won't. I'm not licensed to do that, and I will not do that. I'm not an accountant. I'm just here to give you my opinions, my thoughts, what I've discovered. I'm happy to share with you a little bit that I know, but it's always prudent to do your own due diligence. What we're going to look on in this session is how to plan your success. Okay, I think success comes with a little bit of planning. It doesn't come by luck. It comes by a lot of work. If you want to go up those steps, if you want to go to the top of the mountain, if you want to go up to the top of anything, you've got to plan and prepare. And we're going to look at how you can plan your success today. We're going to start today. So even if you're in the business a week or a month or 1 year, doesn't matter. Start today and plan the success for the way forward. Don't say, oh, I was on the training before, so I don't need to go again. Absolutely not. You need to refresh and restart every day. You can write this down. You should have a day one mentality every day. A day one mentality every day. What does that mean? Well, the first time you saw Aurum, the first time that excited you, the first time you were excited about it, that feeling that you had, that first time you made some profit, the first time you onboarded your customer, those good feelings, you've got to recreate that on a daily basis. Get that energy and that excitement that you had in day one and maintain that. Don't let it dip. Don't let your enthusiasm go away. And what I say to people is you've got to stay close to the fire, okay? When you move away from the heat, when you move away from the fire, what happens? You get cold. You get cold, and that's what happens. Your team not active. They're getting cold. Why? Because they're not close to the fire. The fire is here tonight, and the fire is at your presentations, and the fire is on the VIP calls, and the fire is at the event. So you've got to keep your team close to the fire to feel that heat. But also you've got to put logs on the fire to keep it burning. Does that make sense? These are analogies. So write that down. Remember it every day. I've got to stay close to the heat. I've got to stay close to the fire. I've got to have a day one mentality. I've got to put logs on my fire to keep it burning. Yeah, don't let the fire burn out. So some tips for success. Whilst I can show you how to build a business, that's easy. That's like people say, I want to know how to build this business. No, that's easy. I will show you how. But what's more important is why. Why do you want to build a business in the first place is far more important about how to build it. What is it you want from the business? What do you need from the business? Why did you say yes? Why did you join the Aurum family? What are you doing here? It's the why. What do you need? What do you want to get from it? Is it to release a little bit of financial stress? As the doctors will tell you, one of the biggest, I suppose, illnesses people get is stress. Stress. It makes them ill. It makes them sick. It makes them break down. Stress. And that can come from poor finances. That can come from hassle from everyday life. The problem is when the money comes in, there's always a hand to take the money from you. Now you've got no money. You have to go and get it again. There's always more hands to take money off you than there are hands giving to you. So you've got to think about why you're doing this business. What is it to do? Is it to pay the rent? Is it to pay the mortgage? Is it to get the children the best college education you can give them? Is it to change the car? Is it to put an extension on the house? Is it to travel the world? Is it to meet friends? Why are you in the business? Why on earth are you here? What's it for? So you've got to start and make something. Make a what for the new people. What do you think the word you have to write in there? Make what? Make a, somebody said list. No. Make a
Decision.
plan. No. Make a, if you've been on this training before, you should know the answer. Decision. It all starts with a decision. How many times has people showed you something and you looked at it and liked it but never did it, or never got good moving forward? How many times did you want to buy something, you went, nah, I'll think about it, I'll maybe tomorrow, I'll go and look at that somewhere else, oh, I need to check the price. Making decisions, yeses or no, is very, very important. And no is as good as a yes. You know, either doing it or not. Make a decision. Are you in the business or you're not? Are you half in or half out? Are you full in? Are you part-time, full-time, or no time? What are you? If you're no time, you're an investor. You don't need to be here today to training. This is designed for the affiliate program, not for an investor type of client, because all they need to do is know how to deposit and know how to withdraw. They don't need to know anything else. Deposit, withdraw. That's them training. But if you want to build a team, if you want to help the community grow, then this type of training is very, very, very important. And I've used this style of trading. I've developed this for nearly 30 years. 30 years. I've built teams of over 847,000 people in one team, using these techniques, using these strategies, using these mindsets to get people to think outside of the box. You see, we're conditioned by our jobs and careers and our employment. We're brought up just and told, hey, get yourself a job, find a good company, stay with that company until you retire, get a pension and then go and enjoy life, retire and enjoy life. The problem is, if you work for 40 years of your life and you want to retire so you can enjoy life, the problem is the old body isn't good enough to let you enjoy life at that stage. It's withered and worn, it's sore, the joints are sore, the mind isn't as alert, the muscle isn't there. So why don't you work smart for 3 years, then retire and enjoy life? That's a better strategy. Instead of working 40 years and retiring for 3 years of your life, you know? So make a decision. Is this a vehicle that can bring you from where you are financially today to where it is you would like to be in the future? Make a decision. Can this bring you what you need? At the last event, the host asked it, this was in the Maldives, the host asked those people in the audience, and I think 200 or 300 people there, he asked anybody who's made $1 million from Aurum so far, would they please stand up? I think it was 8 or 9 people stood up that already made $1 million. Now, that's not all the people. That's just the people who are at the Maldives. There's lots of other customers never qualified for the Maldives who have made $1 million. But in terms of Brian Benson's goal to create 1,000 millionaires, make a decision. Is it going to be you? Are you going to be one of the 1,000? Do you have the potential? Of course you do. Because all you need is 3 people to go to the top of the planet. That's all you need. 3 people. 3 people like you. 3 people like yourself that are willing to roll their sleeves up, go to work, lock in, and build the business. So the first thing you have to do is make a decision. Yes, this is it. Yes, I'm going to attach my effort. Yeah. The next thing you need to do is make a plan. And you got to plan out what you're going to do here. Now, we're already into May. So January's gone, February, March, and April's gone. We're now into May, the beginning of May. And for some of you around the world, it's Mother's Day. I'd just like to say Happy Mother's Day to the mothers. Well done. In some countries, like where I live, it's not Mother's Day. It's in March. But I know in other parts of the world. So Happy Mother's Day to all of you. So, but today is a special day. It's the 10th of the month. And the 10th of the month is a special day for all of you because the 10th of the month is one of the withdrawal dates. The EXI you can withdraw on the 10th. It's one of those withdrawal dates, the 1st, the 10th, and the 20th. So the 10th today is a withdrawal date. So that's a good reason. But I started on the 10th of April 2025, and now it's the 10th of May. So today's my 13th month with this company. So it's an anniversary for me. It's month 13 is just starting. Our month 14 is now starting. But you got to make a plan for 2026. What can you do this year? What can you achieve? And I know that you can probably make $1 million in 9 months if you adopt and work to the letter of my 9-month plan. Now, I've already done it for 4 people. I did it just 9 people, but 4 of them are already more than $1 million earners. And I know that they did it inside about 9 months. Some people have done it in 7 months. We know one kid that started in August last year, already a legend, and has now accumulated $1 million, and he was never in this industry before because he followed a plan. He made a plan for last year from August to the end of the year, and I think from the 1st of January he went legend. And at that stage he had only made $800,000, but since January to now he's now made another $200,000. He's a millionaire earner now. So, but could that be you? Do you have the potential for that, or are you special and you can't do that? You see, what I believe in is that the company and the company representatives of Brian Benson and Andrew Isaacs and Ahmed Zen and Bukhari from Sierra Leone and Nick Patel and Shane Moran, all of this leadership around the corporation is the same for those people that have made $1 million. It's the same for you. So it's the same company. The offices in Dubai is the same offices for you as it is for them. The products that are available are the same for you and it is for them. And the compensation plan, the affiliate program is the same for you and it is for them. So everything's the same. And 24 hours that God gave you in a day is what they gave them. He didn't give them 26 hours or 29 hours. He gave them 24 hours. He gave you 24 hours. So it's what you do inside those 24 hours that makes the difference. And some of you attend the training on Sunday. That's great. And some of you come to 1 or 2 presentations during the week. That's great. But you're putting 3 hours into your business. Tell me any shop that you know of that opens for 3 hours a week and makes money. So now you have to think, oh, wow. People are making money are treating it like they've had a shop in the mall or a shop on the high street. You go down, you open the shop, you turn off the alarm, you open the roller shutters, you clean the windows, you serve the customer, you stack the shelves, you place the orders, you onboard the customer, you wrap the product, you take the money, you do the banking, you pay the bills, you equip the staff, you train the staff. That's what it takes to run a business.
Yeah.
And if you want to treat it like a business, you get a business income. If you treat it like a hobby, you'll get a hobby income. There's nothing wrong with that as well. But you need to plan what it is you want. And that's what I said. It's more important not how to build a business. It's why. Why am I building the business at all? Why? Why am I sitting here talking to you? Why? Because I have goals and dreams and aspirations to do better, to go to the top of the plan. Do you intend to go to the top of the plan, or are you going to go halfway up? Are you going to go to the first rank, the third, or the 7th, or the 15th? You got to plan that out. And you plan it out with a book like this. I call it a diary. What do you guys call it? Over here, where's the camera? Over here, I call it a diary, my 2026 diary. And when you say to me, well, I'm not making much money, well, I'd say, show me your appointments. What appointments? Show me your appointments. What appointments have you in the book? You know, I can show you I'm just going through pages here. I'm trying to find a page where there's nothing written on it. Because every day is appointment 11:30, appointment at 12 noon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Zooms that day. The next day, 2 o'clock, 3:30, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 1 a.m. 1 a.m. I did a call. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 that day. So 5 Zooms that day, 7 Zooms that day. You guys might have been on one of those at 8 o'clock at night, but I'm doing 6, 7, 5 per day for 1 year. Will that stop me? You have to close your shop and make money. You've got to put in. That's if you want that kind of. The next day, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4:30, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 4 in a row. 8, 9, 10, 11. When you put the effort in, you get the results. So you've got to make it productive, not just. I mean, it's great that you're here. You see, no matter what I say to you, it doesn't matter because I can't train you. I'm not here to train you. I'm here to inform you. And what you need to do, you need to take this information or part of it and be able to share that with somebody else. That's the secret. Because I went to these events and I sat and listened to these trainings and I went, wow, that guy's good. Oh, gee, I wish I could talk like him. And he was coming like this and this and this and this, and he's saying this. Wow. When it was over, wow, this was great. So I went away from the train. I felt good. Oh, that's great. And then about a month later, we went back to another training and up on stage. I think it was a different person, and he was talking something similar. Wow, he talks like that other guy. This must be right because he said that and he said that. And he said some of the things in a different way than the first guy said it. But the training was the same. And I went out, and wow, that's great training. And the next time I went again, and the next time I went again, I realized I wasn't getting trained. I was listening. I wasn't taking the information that I got and putting it into work. I was appreciating it. I was loving it, but I wasn't doing it. You get 1, 2, or 3 tips tonight. You got to have them written down. Because this whole thing here won't remember them. And you've got to take those 1, 2, or 3 tips and get back to your team and say, hey, we on training on Sunday. No, here, I want to tell you what I heard. All that thing said, but I really like this, this, and this. And when you tell that back, you have learned it. You have internalized it. It's like hearing a song on the radio. You hear the song. Wow. Whoever it is. Wow, I love Tina Turner, Whitney Houston, whoever it is. I love that music. Great. Can you sing it? No. You can hear it, but you can't sing it. You can't replay it. You don't know the words. If you hear a new song on the radio today, you can't go home and sing it because you don't know the words. So you have to play it again and again and again. You wrote the words down and tried to remember them. And that's what we do at school. We go to class, we do our English class, we do our other language class, then we do our mathematics class and our science class, and we do about 8 classes a day at school. And the next day we come in and do another 8 classes, and the next day we do it 5 days a week. And then we do that for 8 months. And at the end of 8 months, what happens?
You lose it.
Why do we get it? Because the
You take a break
question
from it.
ask us, have we learned anything all year? Do we remember these subjects? And this is the same in business life. You've got to take some golden nuggets and create your own portfolio, your own library of information. Yeah? So that you can regurgitate it. You can do it your way, your style. But by reciting and helping others, you're actually giving value back to your team. Maybe you only have 3 people in your team. Hey guys, listen, I was on training last night. I think we need to do this, this, and this. Oh, great. Yes, let's do that and start engaging the team. The next thing you have to do is take some kind of action. What is the missing word here? Take something action. Any ideas?
Consistent. As consistent actions.
Passive action? No.
Consistent.
We often say that.
You have to be consistent, but you have to be consistent. You have to plan it.
Massive results. That's true. Massive action takes massive results. Here's another thing. Write this down. Ignorance
Taking massive action, that's for sure. My list of things I have.
better than knowledge on ice. Ignorance on fire is much better than knowledge on ice. Some people say, well, I can't explain this, or I don't know what to say, or, well, maybe I've only started in 3 months, I'll be able to build my business. No. You're getting this knowledge. It's on ice. It's going nowhere. You're not developing. You're not sharing it. You've got knowledge on ice. It doesn't move. Ignorance on fire is much better. Hey guys, I just on a Zoom. I don't understand what it is. It's AI something, but here, can you come to Zoom tomorrow night? It's incredible. Just get here. That's ignorance on fire. You don't have to understand the product. You don't have to understand the comp plan. You don't have to understand who the company is. But ignorance on fire gets more action done than all of the knowledge of the world on ice. You've got to take the correct action. Some people are taking action, but it's the wrong action. Saying the wrong thing or saying nothing. That's what I find. You're either saying the wrong thing to people. If your business isn't working, you're either saying the wrong thing or, more likely, you're saying nothing. You're not telling anybody about it. You're just sitting there, hoping your business grows, but you're saying nothing. I know more people saying nothing. So take the correct action. How do you take the correct action? You've got to find a coach. You've got to find a mentor. You've got to say that, hey, when I say this, my clients aren't coming to the Zoom. When I say this, they're not signing up. When I say this, well, okay, you're taking the wrong. You shouldn't be saying those things. Get a coach to adjust you. Get a pro to adjust you. Change what you're saying. Find out what's going wrong for you. Take the correct action. I often talk about playing golf. I don't play golf, but this is what I mean. If you put a ball down and hit the ball, it goes away to the left. And you keep doing that every day, keep hitting it, it goes left, 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 left. But the flag's in front of you. Why is the ball going to the left all the time? Because you've got a perfect left hook. Right off the left. So you need to get the golf pro, and say, listen, I need a lesson. This is not working. The ball keeps going way over there, and I wanted to go here. What's wrong? You're holding the grip wrong. You're holding the club wrong. You're standing wrong. You're not even facing the flag. Your feet are in the wrong. You bend those knees. Drop the shoulder. Drop your shoulder a little bit more. Bring the club. Don't bring the club the whole way back. And let the professional show you how to hit the ball. Take a small stroke. Oh, wow, straight. Hit it again. So take the correct action, not massive action doing the wrong thing. You keep getting wrong results. So
That's true.
Not working. And when you find what does work, then pile on the fire. Put more logs on the fire once you get it right. And of course, persist. Even if it's not working for you, there comes a point in time when something drops, something changes. You hear something, you go to an event, a new product arrives, something changes. You know, by chance, somebody asked you to join the business, asked could they join your business, and this was a massive leader who just changed your whole life. But if you keep persisting, at the end of the day, you're still trying to develop your business. That persistence will bring you success over time. Now, what we need to do is we need to think about, I talk about it, turning the invisible into the visible, you know, turning the invisible into the visible. So the invisible things are the things you don't have. So if you'd like a bigger house in a different country, in a warmer climate, or if you're too warm, you'd like a cooler climate, but what you want is focused on what you have. What you have is easy. The house you live in is the house you can afford. The house you live in is the house you're comfortable with, but it's not the house you want. You want that one. You know, the one that seems out of reach, the one that's invisible, the one that you don't have the keys for. So you can learn how to turn that invisible thing into a visible thing by goal setting. What you need is take a cup of coffee and a pen and paper and get your partner in life, whether it's your spouse, your husband, your wife, whoever it is, your partner in life, and you both go to two different rooms. One goes to the kitchen and one goes to the television room. Turn off the TV, set an alarm for 30 minutes. Yeah? Set an alarm for 30 minutes from now. What you need to do is you need to write down everything you want from this business, everything you want. And it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you think, just get it down on paper. Even if it's stupid, just get it down on paper. And you have 30 minutes to do this exercise. And you should be aiming for 101 things. 101 things. So you're going to need quite a few things. So if you get a book like this, even though we're halfway through the year, and we start now in May, but you've got January, February, and March free. In the start of the book with nothing written. And you can do this exercise. This is your goal list. This is your contact list. This is your events list. This is your training for Sunday night this week. Training for Sunday night next week. You can keep your business. You can keep your business as a reference that you can go back and check and go through the information tomorrow. And what did I learn last night? Oh, I can't remember. It was good, but I can't remember what I learned. Yeah, because you didn't write it down, because you didn't practice, because you didn't tell anybody else, you didn't internalize it. So these are some of the things you need to do. And if you do these things, your business changes immensely, absolutely immensely. But you can turn the invisible to the visible by goal setting. Maybe you check out your career. What are you working at? Who are you working with? Who are you working for? Are you self-employed? Are you employed at all? Do you have a job? Is the job holding you back? Is it the job you want? Is it the job you thought you would have when you were a child? Did you want to be a movie actor? Did you want to be a rock star? Did you want to be a hotel owner? What was it you wanted to be, but you aren't, because the decisions you made took you to where you are now. The decisions you made, not your parents, Decisions you made took you to where you are today. Okay, so our decisions and our thoughts can direct where we want to go. So when you go out of your driveway, right, do you go turn left or right? Doesn't it depend? It depends if you're going to the airport or you're going to the shop. So you have to know where you're going to make a decision to get you there. You just don't go out to the end of the driveway and say, what am I doing here? Where am I going? I'm going nowhere. You've got to know where you're going. So is your career the best career? Is the ideal career? Would you like a change of career? Check about family. Is the family together? Is the family tight? Has the family broken up? Is the family away? Why is the family abroad and you're here and they're there? Why is the family not together? Because they're away trying to make money. What if you could make enough money to bring the family together? Can you afford to be with the family? I have children in Australia. Why am I not in Australia? Why am I not in Australia? Because my kids are there working. Yeah. Oh, I can't afford to go to Australia. The flights are too expensive. Oh, it takes too long to get there. Oh, I don't know anything about Australia. Oh, where would I live in Australia? What would I do in Australia? You don't know. You start writing and designing it. You can design exactly your better future. Absolutely no problem. Check out what's going on with the family. How can you make family relations? Sometimes with family, it's a money thing. It's a money thing. There's not enough money. Yeah, there's arguments. You know, the relationships inside the family isn't good because it's under stress. Yeah, you're not providing enough for the family. So start looking at all of these areas and address them. Career, family, relationship, travel. Have you seen the beautiful world God made for us? What is it you'd like to see? Have you seen the Niagara Falls? Yeah. Have you seen the Redeemer down in Brazil? Have you seen the Great Wall of China? Have you been to Rome to see the Colosseum? Have you seen the Taj Mahal? Have you seen? I mean, there's lots of wonders of the world, but have you seen any of these? Not on TV, but in real life. And most people, they haven't, because they say, well, I can't get off work, or I can't afford to. Yeah. The only thing you can't afford, write this down. The only thing you cannot afford is to think like that. The only thing you can't afford is to think like that. So, someone's controlling your life, or are you controlling your life? Is the boss saying, well, you can't get off to work? No, you have to work. You've got 2 weeks, you know. And then in those 2 weeks, there's so much to do at home, or you can't afford to travel, so you're missing the travel part of your life. What about health? That's the most important one. Not the money, the health. But again, your health is affected sometimes by your financial stress. It has a burden on our health situation. Maybe we can't afford the heat, so we turn the heating down. Maybe the house gets damp, so bones are brittle. You know, there's different things. Are you eating the right food? Are you eating processed food? You shouldn't be eating processed food. Yeah? Are you eating organic food? You know, I mean, why are you not eating better? Why are you not looking after yourself? Because it's a money thing again. So you have to address all of these things. Are you living in the right climate to preserve your life? Health is the most important. Look at that area and decide, you know, I need this, this, and this. And by doing that, you will design the path you need to go to get the results. Charity. Can you give $100,000 to charity? Most people can. Why? Because 100,000 is like everything they ever had. You can give $10, no problem. There you go, $10, no problem. You can do that twice a year, 3 times a year, 10 times a year. You can do that. Can you do $10,000 or $100,000? Why not? Why not? Because you're not making enough money. Exactly. What would you like to do for charity? What do you want to be remembered for? Are you the person that set up that foundation? Are you the person that gave to those poor, hungry children? Are you the person that set up that foundation, that built that house, that got the people off the street? You got 40 people off the street because you were able to provide a house and the staff to feed those people on the street. You got 40 people off the street. That's what you'll be remembered for, and your name above the door. Business. Have you ever been in business? Lots of people haven't been in business. You know why? You know the number one reason why people don't have a business? They never thought about it. They never thought about having a business because school told them and life told them, get yourself a job, get a job, get a job. I've never had a job. I've never had an interview. I never will. I don't understand how to do an interview. So is it self-employment? Do you have what it takes to be self-employed? Do you understand self-employment? Yeah. Would you love to have a business? Well, the beautiful thing about Aurum, it's a business that costs $20. I've had businesses that cost $500,000 to set up. This is a $20 business, but don't treat it like a $20 business. Because I don't think anybody on this call would sell their Aurum business for $20. It's worth so much more. So don't treat it like a $20 business. Savings and financial, have a look at this, guys. If the money stopped today, stopped, the boss is not paying wages tomorrow. That's gone. Income has stopped. Your business, if you own a business, has stopped. No money coming in. Government, stop. No money. Government's giving you nothing. Here's the question. You need to do this exercise. How long could you last if the money stopped today? Have you enough to keep you all week? Have you enough to keep you all month? Do you have enough money saved to take you 3 months down the road, so maybe you could find a job or get things repaired? But if the money stopped, what have you put away? What are your savings and finances looking like? And when you start looking at these type of areas, and this, I mean, you don't do this now on this call. You do this half an hour once a week for 3 months. And you address all of this. And as you do that, you'll find when you come to the end of 3 months, you know exactly what you need. You know exactly what it takes. You have a roadmap to success. Some of these things will be things of the past. Other than Aurum, what financial strategy have you in place to increase your wealth this year? Other than Aurum. Most people have nothing. Most people would be in trouble in 90 days from now if the money stopped. They don't have enough saved or put away. After 90 days, they're in trouble. Trouble with their rent, trouble with their mortgage, trouble with providing food, doing crazy stuff. And I know I've spent a lot on this slide, but it's so important to drill down. And you have to do this with your people. You have to know what they want, because how can you provide for them if you don't know what they want? If you introduce me and you don't know what I want, how can you ever work with me towards achieving that goal? Write this down. People are aiming at nothing and heading it correctly every time. It's sad. People are aiming at nothing and getting it 100% right every time. They get up, same shower, same clothes, same breakfast, down the stairs, same kitchen, same car, same traffic journey into work, sitting there all day, coming home through the traffic, into the same house, same tea, same television, falling asleep, bed. Up the next morning, same again. Next morning, same again. 6 days a week, 40 years of their life, going nowhere. Rat race. There is a way to turn the invisible, what you don't have, into what you do have. It starts with a cup of coffee, 30 minutes, maybe tomorrow night, 2 people, one in this room, one in that room, write down 101 things. You won't get 101 things written down. You might get 30, and the other person might get 27, or you might get 14 and they get 28. You see, when I did that, I was thinking, oh, what do I want? I like a motorbike. What kind of motorbike? Well, no, no, I don't really want a motorbike. And I was running into the trap of killing the time with thinking about a motorbike and not getting motorbike, car, extension to the house, travel, $1 million. I wasn't writing it down fast enough. I was pondering on, I'd like a new kitchen in the house. Well, what kind of kitchen? I was thinking, what color of kitchen? Who would provide this kitchen? What would a kitchen cost? What would I need to get? How much money would I need to put a new kitchen in? And I wonder, can I get the workers to do that? And I lost 5 minutes thinking about one thing. That's not the purpose. You do that later. The first step is write down 101 things that you want. 101 things that you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you're not getting them, guys. It's not coming. You've got to know what you want. And when you have this list, you compare lists. And you say, well, what do you have for your first thing? And I go, I'm not telling you. What did you tell me what you had? I go, no, I'm not telling you. Tell me what you wrote down. My wife said, I want a new kitchen. Well, what did you write down? I wanted a new car. You wanted a new car. What do you want a new car for? You've got a car. You don't need a car. You know the problem. Okay, let's forget about that. What have you done for number 2? I want to go on a holiday. What have you done for number 2? Yeah, I want to go on a holiday. Wow. let's make this our number one. We need a break. We need a holiday. So you can go through the list and compare, and you'll find out that your priorities are different than your spouse's or your partner in life. And it's getting that convergence to know what you both want so that they allow you to work. See, when I'm working down here right now, the kids say, hey, what's daddy shouting at the computer for? But they know. They know that daddy's working hard. They know that daddy's building a business. They know that daddy's creating a future. Daddy's building assets. They know daddy's working. But if they didn't know what we're going to do, if they didn't know what we were going to achieve, they'd be asking questions. Why does he sit in the office shouting at his computer 5 to 10 hours a day, 7 Zooms a day? Why is he doing that? Because I have goals to achieve. I have teams to support. So success is what happens after you've survived the disappointments. Some people get taken out of the business in the first, I don't know, in the first 3 days. They join your business and 3 days later they're doing nothing. Why? Because they've got rejection. They asked somebody about this and they got rejection. You know, it's like the boy asking the girl to dance on the dance floor, and she says, no, I don't want to dance. That's rejection. How does he feel? He feels bad walking back to his friends. She said no to me. That's rejection. When you walk into a shop, somebody says to you, is there something I can help you today with? And you go, no, I'm having a look. You just told the lady in the shop there's nothing she can help you with. You're just there to take a look at something. Have you done that? Somebody said, hey, is there something I can help you with today? No, thanks. I'm just having a little look. Yeah, we just said no, because 7 out of 10 times we're saying no. Get down off that table. Take your hands out of your mouth. Stop doing that. We're programmed in the negative. No, 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 no. And somebody says, have a look at this. No, that can't work. No, I'm not interested. No. So we've got to understand that that's coming. And success is what happens after your disappointments. Because once you get enough disappointments, once you start learning how to get over those hurdles and how to get around things, then the success comes. Oh, I've been waiting on my card for 3 months. 3 months I'm waiting on your card. Well, why are you waiting? It's not coming. They don't have your address. You didn't give them your address. They don't know when it's coming because they're not posting out the card. Why are you waiting? That's not a disappointment. That's knowledge. Card's fantastic. Give it out at events. Maybe in the future they'll find a way to post them, but don't sell the card if you can't post the card. Yeah, the physical card. Just sell the virtual card for $249. It's great value. If they come to an event and qualify an event, if they go to the office, they can get this as for free. So now you've got 2 cards. Your virtual card, 16 digits. This card, different 16 digits. You've actually got 2 cards. This is an extra bonus. So learn how to sell the card. So you got a vision, goal, plan, take action, and then comes the success. Let's take a look at how to register. Okay, here's a question. You send me a referral link right now in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody. Nobody. There's 288 people on this call. Nobody sent me the referral link. Can you send me that video? What you need is your referral link in this video to show your customer how to sign up. You know where this video is. You know how to find that video. So my son has just sent me his referral link. Thank you. Thank you. Right. But so the point is, imagine you had a shop and somebody came up to buy something and it was $20, right? And you only had $100 with you. And you go up to the shop and say, here you go, I want to buy this here. And they scan it and says, that's $20. And you say, there's 100. And they go, oh, that's 100. Yeah, it's only 20. I give you 100. Well, I'm sorry. What do you mean you're sorry? Well, it's only $20. You give me 100. Yeah. Just give me change, please. Give me 80 back. I'm sorry, I don't have 80. What? You don't have 80? Have you got 20? No, I don't have 20. Imagine having a shop unprepared to even give the change to do a business sale. You meet somebody on the street, you meet somebody in a taxi, you meet somebody in an elevator. How are you going to give them your link and that onboarding thing? You need to know where that video is, how to onboard. That's the two things. You store them in your notes. You got to get prepared for success. Are you prepared for success? The next thing you need to understand is don't confuse people. We have so many products and more to come. So what I recommend is focus on the EXI bot. Yeah, that's step one. It's even enough for 4 or 6 weeks before you introduce them to a second product. There's so much you need to learn about EXI bot. You need to know how to hit the reinvestment button on and off. You need to find that. A new customer won't know where to find that. You need to know how to set up multiple accounts inside one. You need to know what happens if you want to lodge $150,000. You can't. Positive, you can't open a bot for $150,000. The maximum is 99.999. You need to know how to withdraw. There's a whole much you need to learn just for that one product. That it would take 4 to 6 weeks to feel the goodness, to understand it, to believe it, and trust it, and love it. If you focus on that, then you might say, hey, by the way, let me show you another bot we have over Telegram, because that's a new experience. We go to Telegram now. We're learning something new. Oh, I don't use Telegram. Well, here it is. We've got notifications on. We've got a support channel on Telegram. We've got Aurum official channel on Telegram. Oh, great! I'll use Telegram now. But we've got a bot on Telegram, and you can take all of your money out at any time. They need to know the rules about EXI bot, the withdrawal rules. They need to understand the percentages. All of that. There's so much to learn. So focus on that, and don't tell people I've got this product and this product and this product and this product and this. You come in for a pair of trousers and he's showing you shoes and coats and hats and, and all sorts of things, scarves. Get them on the product and then gradually move them across to the Pro bot. Maybe introduce them to the Zeus bot if they have Bitcoin or Ethereum. Maybe then after 4 or 6 weeks, hey, by the way, these things aren't a bad idea because this allows you to spend money. You see, a card isn't a good thing to promote, because that's how you spend money. Who wants to spend money? We want to make money, guys. So don't focus on your card. It's a great product for you to use, but don't have to sell the card, because now you're going to disappoint people if they're not going to get the physical. Physical isn't available. It comes as an extra bonus right now. Maybe in the future it'll be the premium card, but more people are using the tap, tap, tap. Yeah. The virtual card. Fantastic. This, what if you dropped it and lost it? There's money on it. Yeah, you're more likely to lose this than you are your phone. So maybe after 4 or 6 weeks, you introduce them to the card, maybe the exchange, maybe the gold packages, maybe it's Nero. You know, there's different products, but don't confuse your customers. Make it purposeful. What I'm doing is I'm focusing on EXI. Why? Because that took me all the way up the ranks. Why would I? Then I might say, listen, try this or this. And there's advantages and disadvantages from a commissionable standpoint. And we're going to look at Nero today. We're going to feature Nero today on this call, by the way. The exchange is a great product as well. If somebody says, no, I don't like trading, then you say, hey, what about getting your crypto card? Hey, what about getting some gold? Hey, what about using the exchange? Hey, you know, you don't have to it's not just all about trading. So maybe you put them on this staking product where they have access to the money 24/7. You can withdraw it. There's no lock-in. I thought staking, you had to leave it for a week or a month or 6 months or a year. No, with this staking product, you can take it out tomorrow again. There's no lock-in, and you can get 17 to 20% a year in your money. Free Bitcoin, free USDT. Here's an account here, was funded with 0.1 Bitcoin. Can you see that? 0.1 Bitcoin on the exchange. Now, if you put 0.1 Bitcoin in Binance, you get nothing. If you put it on Kraken, you get nothing. If you put it on Exodus Wallet, you get nothing. If you leave it in Trust Wallet, you get nothing. If you put it on a cold storage, you get nothing. If you put it here, you get free Bitcoins every day. And you can take your profit or your principal, half and half, all or nothing, out anytime you want. This customer put in 1,000 USDT. Can you see 1,000 anywhere? I can. I see 1,008.94. So this customer is getting free USDT and free Bitcoin every day. And you can get 17 to 20% a year. That's better than any bank. That's better than gold. That's better than property. There's a nice product without trading. And once they have that product and then maybe have this product, then they start seeing the Aurum name. Then they say, you know what? Maybe I will try that EXI thing you spoke about a few weeks ago. So I only use the other product when I get a rejection to the first. Does that make sense? I only share the other products when I get a rejection to the first. Okay. Now, this customer withdrew $500 just to show you. So 1,008 withdraw $500 should be 508. No, it's 522. Why? Because they're still getting free dollars and they're still getting more Bitcoin. The Bitcoin was 0.0018 and now it's 0.02. It's moved up a digit. And then it was 0.3. Have a look, 0.3. And then it's 0.5. It's free Bitcoin every day. And you get stuff added to your account every day. Look, USDT, Bitcoin, USDT, Bitcoin, USDT, Bitcoin. Every single day, free money added to your account. So that's a great product as well. Now, don't be misled that high earnings are easily achieved. When people say they're making lots of money, you know, that's not easy. That takes time, commitment, effort. You saw my diary. You see my work ethic. So it really depends on the energy and effort you attribute to your business. I treat Aurum like I treat oxygen. Write that down. He treats Aurum like he treats oxygen. He needs oxygen every day. Yeah, that's how I built the business. I treated it like I needed oxygen. That gave me the success. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Excuse me. You can't tell me the price of Bitcoin the day after tomorrow. Nobody on the planet can tell me the price of Bitcoin on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. next week. We cannot predict the future. Past performance does not give us any indication of what might happen in the past, in the future. Cryptocurrency can be volatile. It goes up and down. It's crazy stuff. I remember Bitcoin was 300, then it went to 600, then it went to 1,000. When it went to 600, I said, I'll buy Bitcoin if it goes back to 3. When it was sitting at 600 and it went up to 1,000, I said, if Bitcoin goes back to 600, I'm going to buy something. It didn't. It stayed at 1,000 for a long time. Then it went up to 3,000. What did I say? If Bitcoin goes back to 1,000, I'll buy something. And I did. And then it went up to 17,000. And then people got in when it was 17,000 and it came all the way down again. And then it went up to 84,000. And then it came all down again. And then it went up to 120,000. And then it came down to 68,000. Now it's at 80,000. So cryptocurrency is volatile. That's a good thing. That's how you make profits. If something's not moving, if the pound and the dollar are neck and neck and there's very little movement and it's very hard to make money, there's not enough volatility. The profits are made when there's this movement. So from a trading point of view, cryptocurrency is quite risky. It's volatile. If you go to any of these websites, it comes up with a big disclaimer at the top. It says cryptocurrency, blah blah blah. You see these statements. So you've got to make people aware that cryptocurrency is volatile. And always seek professional advice, no matter what business it is you're getting involved with. Now, in some of the presentations, you've seen this slide here where it's a customer's account that's gone from $500 to $882 in 5 months. And that represents 76% in 5 months. Now, that's very special. That's like buying a property for $100,000 on the 17th of April and selling it on the 17th of September, bottom right side, for $176,400. I'll say that again. 500 in the EXI bond is the same as putting 100,000 into a property on the 17th of April last year and selling that property on the 17th of September, 5 months later, for 176,000. That's what 76% means. It's incredible. A small account. The bigger account, we tracked is quite interesting. So this account was started on the 10th of April, 2025. It's over a year old now, but it started with 10,000. It went up to 12,000 in 5 weeks. It went up to 15,000 in 10 weeks. It went up to 17,000 in 12 weeks. It went up to 20,000 in 16 weeks, 4 months. This account doubled in 4 months. It doubled in 4 months. What do you think happened in the next 4 months? Let's take a look. What is 4 months after the 10th of August? September, October, November, December. Let's look at this account in December. Here's the account number. It ends in 1972. Look, 1972, 1972. Let's take a look 4 months after this. It went from 10,000 to 20, and it went from 20,000 to 39. 500 short of doubling again. So it doubled from 10 to 20, and then from 20, that's nearly 40,000. Look at the date on the bottom right, 10th of December. What do you think happened in January? That's after 8 months, doubled twice. The 9th month went up to 46,000. The 10th month, 55,000. The 11th month, 64,000. And after 1 year, this account started on the 10th of April. And on the 10th of April, 2026, this account went up to 75,000. The 10,000 became 75,000. That means 65,000 profit in 1 year. That's as good as a full-time income or better, maybe 2 full-time incomes, with no customers, with no Zooms, with no training. That's how good that product is. That's why I stick to this product. It's incredible. Now, what day is today? That's the 10th of April on the screen. This is the 10th of May. How much do you think this count went from April to May in 1 month? Let me make this clear. Look at the bottom right-hand side of your screen. It's the 10th of April last month. Today's the 10th of May, 1 month ago. What do you think's in this account today? 75,000 last month. What do you think is in it this month? Have a look, guys. $88,000. It made $13,000 last month. 1 month. So the deposit was 10,000, but in 1 month it made 13. That's the power of compounding. It went from $75,000 to 88,000, 13,000 in 1 month. That screenshot was taken 2 hours ago. Incredible, incredible, wonderful product. And people say, how is this possible? Well, have a look at these. Here's Dogo. This is CoinMarketCap, a trusted third-party website, nothing to do with Aurum. This coin did 2,000% in 24 hours. 2,000% in 24 hours. The one below it did 800% in 24 hours. Elevate, 816%. Look at this one. Pepe Trump did 400% in 24 hours. So when Aurum's doing 10 to 17% a month, 10 to 17 a month, not 2,000% in a day, not 400% in a day, 10 to 70 in a month. This certainly lets me feel, oh, wow, this is possible because the AI just needs to watch a graph moving. It has enough data, enough feeds coming in and say, look at this Dogo. It's done 100%. Oh, it's done 200%. Oh, it's done 300%. They just need to go in and take 0.5% or a piece of a percent to do its profit for the day. So if the AI is smart, if the AI is fast, and if it can see trends, it pays Bloomberg for the Bloomberg feed. It has every data feed coming from all the exchanges, from CoinMarketCap as well. It's all fed into the AI. If you've ever used ChatGPT, just type in anything there and it brings the world history together in 10 seconds. It has the whole world history in front of you. It can draw so much so faster than humans without emotion. Same here. AI is changing finance. AI. I mean, 80% of all trading is now done by AI. Aurum aren't doing anything, oh, special Aurum doing AI. No. 80% is now conducted through AI. We have another product in the Zoo Spot, if you're familiar with the Zoo Spot, all right? So the Zoo Spot is incredible. Lots of people don't even know about this, but this customer put in 0.7 Bitcoin. I even forget when they did that. I think it was the end of, I forget the story behind this one. Was it March or April or May last year? They put in 0.7 Bitcoin, and it went to 0.81 Bitcoin. And then it went to 0.82 Bitcoin. And then it went to 0.84, 0.88. Then it went to 0.91 Bitcoin. Then it went to 0.93. So the 0.7 moved up to 0.93 of a Bitcoin. It went up to 0.96. It went up to 0.99. And then it went to one full Bitcoin. Imagine taking 3/4 of a Bitcoin and making it a full one. Imagine somebody says, give me 3/4 of a Bitcoin, I'll give you a full one. That's what the Zoo Spot did. It took 0.7 of a Bitcoin and brought it to one Bitcoin. And then it brought it to 1.1. And then it brought it to 1.2. And then the customer took out one full Bitcoin. They only put in 0.7, took out one, and now the 0.2 is growing again. It's incredible. So there's a great product. You need to learn about that. And now we're going to focus a little bit tonight on the NeuroBot, because not everybody understands it. Not even I. Well, let me explain how it works. This customer here, what you do is you go to financial proposals, you click EXIBot, and our financial proposals, just the second one down, will bring you to Nero. Okay. And if you click that, you need to connect your dApps wallet. Now, what does dApps wallet mean? dApps means D''APP. DApp means decentralized application, a decentralized wallet, a dApps wallet, a decentralized application. So if you've got Trust Wallet, Token Pocket, MetaMask, these are known as dApps or decentralized applications. And if you go to Google and say, download Trust Wallet for Windows or for a Chrome browser, and if you download Trust Wallet, then you can pin it to your browser up here. Can you see the little blue shield? That's known as a Trust Wallet logo. And it was downloaded from Google. You get the seed words, 12 words. So you're in charge of them. Nobody has those words. Only you. You're in control of the funds. And this is your wallet. You get this little blue thing up here, right? So it says Connect Wallet. So when you click Connect Wallet, the Nero connects to your dApps wallet, okay? And this customer put in $10,000 on the 23rd of February. The 28th of February, 23rd or 28th of February, 14 days. And this customer made $1,482. And this customer took out. So they connected, pressed withdraw, came out immediately. Now, I know it's under beta test and sometimes there's glitches and it takes a little bit and the team's looking at it to make sure it's ready for full rollout. But for most people, when you press withdraw, for me, I've done 2 withdrawals, came in seconds. Just by the time I got over here to look, it was there. You're not waiting on some lady in an office going, well, we'll just pay. No, I'll have a cup of coffee first and then I'll pay these people. No. You're not waiting to say, well, I'm very busy today, I'll pay them tomorrow. No. It's done with what's called smart contract. So the contract is coded. When you press the withdraw button, it brings it back to your wallet. When you press withdraw the entire 10,000, there's a countdown clock for 48 hours. So they've coded the repayment of the principal in 48 hours. So you can see here where the green arrow is that the countdown clock is not 48 hours, it's 10 hours to go. It was 48, 47, 46, 30, 10 hours. And in 10 hours, the 10,000 will arrive in your account. If 10,000 people do this at the same time, 10,000 people will be paid at the same time. The idea of this product is that the profit arrives instantly and the principal will come 48 hours after if you close the contract. Okay? And it shows you the trading activity down below. The history will all appear down below. But this example is to show you a withdrawal. And if we just show you the next slide here, you'll see some of the questions people have is, well, what does compute balance mean? What is this compute balance? Well, the good news is we don't need to understand any of this, because this has nothing to do essentially with you. It is here as part of the software, so we're going to examine what all this means. Compute is the engine behind the agent, not the money itself. Compute is the engine behind this agent that's doing this, not your money. The compute balance is an engine. It's nothing to do with your money. What the compute figures mean is the compute balance shows how much computational power is allocated to run the trading agent. So a bit like there's trading going on, there's fees, there's compute power, there's energy, there's database, there's software, there's a cost in the background. It's called compute. And this balance shows how much computational power is allocated to run this thing. So that's what it is. Nothing to do. This 9,400 is not yours. Don't worry about it changing and moving. These 3 days, don't worry about it. This is computational power. Now, because it's beta testing, I don't know is it going to stay there all the time. But I'm just trying to answer questions. People say, well, what's all this stuff? Okay. It's a system metric, not a financial balance. And it does not reduce or lock the user's funds. Okay, so that's the first line there, compute balance. You got it? The next thing we want to look at is balance consumed. Can you see this here? Balance consumed. There's a line here. Balance consumed, 40,894 point blah, blah, blah. What is balance consumed? Shows how much of this compute has already been used. As the agent continues to work, this value goes up, because the system keeps spending resources to maintain analysis and execution. The next thing we see is burn rate. Can you see it here? Burn rate, minus 125.99. What does this mean? Burn rate shows how fast the compute is being used. It's not to do with speed. When the market is very active or the strategy is more intensive, the burn rate can increase. In calmer conditions, it can slow down. It is simply the speed at which the system eats up or consumes the compute. Now, that's been explained to you. Can you remember it? No. Do you need to know about it? Not really. A geek wants to know all of this. I'm not a geek, but I got lots of people asking me about it, so I did my homework and I found out and I created this slide. And this slide was information that I added to this, and I made it pop up like this. I spent hours creating this to explain to you. Estimated runtime duration. Can you see time remaining total remaining 9,405? It's the same as up here, current balance 9,405. What is this? Estimated runtime. You see up here, it says estimated runtime. It shows how long the remaining compute is likely to last at the current burn rate. This is an estimate, not a fixed promise. If market conditions or strategy intensity change, the estimated will adjust as well. All you guys really need to know is how much in the green, press withdraw, does it come to my wallet? And if I want my principal, in 48 hours, it comes afterwards. Presentation over. This is how I got it. And I took each of these lines and built it into those slides there and put it in little boxes under where we could see it all, not reading this to you, so I could present it to you tonight. Now, let's do a withdrawal. We do the withdrawal, it takes 48 hours. Have a look here. Once the 48 hours up, what you'll see is the green is gone because I've closed the account. 1,400 already paid out earlier. But look, where's this $46? So I withdrew the 1,482, but there's $46 here and 10,000. So when you stop it, I want both of these. I want the 10,000 and I want the 46. I've already got this on the withdrawal. Now I'm stopping the agent. So I'm looking for 10,046.3 in 10 hours. Let's wind the clock forward, guys. Again, remember, connect to your wallet, whether it's MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Tron Link. Yeah. And have a look over here, guys. This is Trust Wallet. Look what came in. $10,046.30. Can you see that? In the wallet. 10,000. You see the date? 10th of May. Today. $10,046.30. You know where that came from? Let's go back. There's it there. $10,046.30. All right. When we go to the transaction hash ID, you can see exactly here, guys. 10,046.30. All on the blockchain, all verified. All right. And that's Nero. Now, let's tell you a little bit more about Nero, because we're doing what? Some training. We're getting some education here. So they've been testing this for 3 months before they opened the beta testing model. And it's gradually got better. It's gone from 22 to 28 to 31%. Now, the bad news is we don't get that, because in trading, there's an arrangement. Usually, it's 60-40. The trading team take 40% of the profit, the customer gets 60. That's how it usually works. With a higher account, you could negotiate 70-30. But if you're an institution, like the hedge funds, like the VC, the big guy with the billions trading, they normally work on an 80-20, where they get 80% and the trading team take 20%. But they can take 20% because they're trading millions and millions. But those institutions have upfront fees. It might be 100,000 up front, and then we'll trade your money, and then we'll give you 80-20. And here it's not. So they've carved it up a little bit different to suit ourselves. In the beta test mode right now, where we're in, you have no performance fee. You keep all the money. If it makes 30%, you're getting it all. Very nice to allow us to get 30%. If it does 30% this month, I don't know. But you saw that account there did 14% in 14 days, just over 14% in 14 days. It's heading 28 to 30% for the month. So in the first month, they're giving it all to the customers because you're beta testing this, right? Once this goes live to the public, they're going to take, in the first month, 15% of the profit. So if you're getting 30% in the next month, 15% of that 30% profit will go to the company, okay, to the trading team. From day 31, you're going to pay 30% performance fee. And I think it actually goes up to 35%. So they're staging in the performance fee. Month 1 in beta test, you keep all the money. Month 2, 15%. Month 3, 30%. And I think month 4, 35%. That's it. So they're going to take, they have to make profit as well, guys, because it's in your wallet, your control. Profits come out instantly to you, not to them. So the smart contract will allow them, under these guidelines, to take their performance from it. So make sure you understand. The next thing is, well, how do we make money from the affiliate program? Well, it's going to count towards LV. Okay, LV means legacy volume. EXI bought 40% of every dollar goes towards legacy volume. Here, 40% goes as well after 4 months. So why is it after 4 months? Because if somebody puts in $100,000 to Nero and withdraws 2 days later, you've got the money, you've got the rank, you hit your bonus, and now the person takes out the money. That wouldn't work, sure. So what they're saying is, and I know what people will do. People will put in $1,000 and they'll trade it for a week, and then they'll take it out and say, oh, that worked. And they'll do it again. Yeah, look, I'll withdraw again. Oh, that worked. And then they leave it for 4 months. But I know people will probably put it in and out to test it. Does it come instantly? Does it? Do I get my money in 48 hours? So that's what people will do. I can imagine that's what they'll test it. But for LV to apply, 15% of the volume will apply in the first 30 days. If the customer leaves the account running for 60 days, you get 25% of it. If the customer leaves the account running for 3 months, you get 35% LV towards your rank. And if the customer leaves it for 4 months or more, you're going to get the full 40%. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's staged LV contribution towards your rank. Now, maybe some of the new people don't know what I'm talking about because you don't know what LV is. You haven't seen the compensation plan. But for those of you in the know, I think if you understand that, that's how that works. The partner bonus is fantastic as well. So as your customer's making profits with Nero, you're getting, as a Voyager, 5% of the profits. As Vanguard, you're getting 7.5%. As Vanguard Pro, 10%. So on the passive side of profitability, you're getting up to 30% depending on your rank. So you're going to get LV staged over 4 months, but you're going to get profit on profit up to 30%, as long as you've got a rank of Voyager and above. You need to be Voyager and above to get it. Is that clear? Additionally, then, they have the share pool bonus. What's that? Well, just like the other share pool bonus, where 3.175% of the entire company revenue from the EXI bot goes into a pool for the shareholder bonus. 3.125%, almost the same, goes here for oracles and above. Now, what does this mean? This means even if you have no customers using Nero, but you're an oracle, you're going to share in all the profits of Nero because you hit the rank of oracle. So the company take 3.125% of the entire business profits and split it every 3 months with oracles and above. So oracle is the first step in leadership, is the first sign of leadership. For oracles above, you can start enjoying part of all of the profits of Nero. So we only do two things in this business, guys. We find customers and we find customer gatherers. That's somebody who finds customers. That's it. What do? We find customers and we find customer gatherers. That's it. Nothing else. Simple. Very simple business. We do two things. We find some customers, then we find some customer gatherers. Isn't that simple? Where are these customers? Everywhere. Everywhere, customers. Who do you know wants to make more money this year than they made last year? Who do you know? Who do you know wants to make more money this year than they made last year? The answer is everybody wants to make more money. The government wants to make more money. Politicians want to make more money. The bank wants to make more money. The charity wants to make more money. Your best friend wants to make more money. Your next door neighbor wants to make more money. Your children want more money. The shop wants more money. The taxi driver wants more money. The coffee shop wants more money. And so does the hotel. Our product is more money. It's not EXAI Nero bot. You tell somebody that, they'll think, are you crazy? What do you eat tonight? EXAIO Pro Goose News Nero nonsense. Our product is more money. Who do you know wants more money? Everybody. Right. If I give you a link to some information, would you watch it for me? Great. Have a listen. And you send them the link and they come to the presentation and somebody presents the business for you so you don't have to open your mouth. Keep the business simple. How do we find customers? I find customers on demand. How would you like customers on demand? People say, I can't find customers. You can't? Nonsense. You can't afford to think like that. Produce customers on demand. What you say to somebody is, you meet somebody, say, hey, do you know any sharp business people living in London? What? Do I know any sharp business people living in London? London? Can't think, no. London? Can't think. Well, actually, yes. The guy I used to go to school with, he's in London. Yeah. What do you want to meet him for? What's this about? Well, I'm starting to expand my business in London. Oh, what kind of business? Well, I didn't think you'd be interested, but if I sent you a link to some information, would you take a look at it? Maybe you could find me this guy in London I'm looking for. But what kind of businesses? Well, we make money every day, effortlessly. Like, are you interested in making more money? Me? Yeah. Right. Okay. If I send you a link to some information, would you look at it? Yes. Send me the link. There's how you get a customer on demand. Did I mention Brian Benson, Andrew Isaacs, EXI bond, trading, cryptocurrency? These are all bad words in a library that people don't understand. But more money makes sense. Do you know any sharp people live in the Emirates? In the Emirates? What part? Dubai, Abu Dhabi, anywhere over there? Well, yeah, a few guys living over there. Why? What kind of business are you got? Well, I didn't think you'd be interested, but if I send you a link to some information, would you take a look at it? You see, you weren't looking for somebody in Dubai. You weren't looking for somebody in London. You were looking for him. But you didn't want to say that. So you asked him, who did he know? And he said, well, me. I said, I wasn't thinking of you. But if I send you a link, will you look at it? Yes, I'll look. Done. Send them the link to the Zoom, 8 o'clock. Tell them to be early. Don't be late. Simple. Customers on demand. Guys, too many people have roadblocks. Too many roadblocks. And if this ladybird gets past that roadblock on that little blade of grass, look at the one that's going to drop on her head. Remove the roadblocks. We're in the AI business. What business? The AI. What's that? Artificial insemination. What? Artificial insemination. Oh, no. Sorry. It's not artificial insemination. We're in the AI, additional income business. Additional income business. Yeah? We're in the additional income. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah. If I send you a link to some information, would you take a look at it? Yeah. Send me a link. Did I mention Brian Benson? Did I mention Nero? Did I mention EXAI? Did I mention cryptocurrency? No. I'm in the additional income business. Do you know anybody wants additional income? Yeah, everybody. Everybody, like who? Me. You? If I send you a link to some information, would you take a look at it? Yeah, send me the link. That's it. Learn that off by heart. Practice 100 times till you get it right. And then you never have to explain it to anybody. Make it simple. That's how the business grows. You can't lead and grow people unless you're leading and growing yourself. Yeah. People will do as you do, not as you say. People will do as you do, not as you say. If you do nothing, they're doing nothing. You got to prepare for success. It's like a jigsaw. How do I put this Aurum jigsaw together? It is a big jigsaw, bits and pieces. But if you absorb yourself in the water, if you immerse yourself in Aurum, you will learn all of this stuff. Did you ever see anybody standing outside a swimming pool doing this here? Walking around the outside of the pool. They didn't get in the water. They're walking around the chairs. People are all sunbathing. This guy walking around. He's doing this here. Walking. Did you ever see anybody doing that? You got to get in the water to learn how to swim. You got to get into Aurum. You've got to immerse yourself in the water. Feel the water. Get the questions answered. Learn the products. Learn the comp plan. Learn the pitch. Learn goal setting. Learn how to create a list. So much you can learn. Don't be misled that high earnings are easily achieved. No, you got to work at this thing. But it's easy and it's fun and it's rewarding. You got to use the tools. Yeah, you got to use the Zooms. You got to use the videos. You got to use Telegram. You got to use the company webinars. You got to be prepared to fail. This is the problem. How many arrows is on that board? None. What does he need? He needs to hold it up a bit. He needs to pull it back a bit more. Bullseye. You will fail. Be prepared to fail. You failed before, didn't you? Do you remember when you were 7 months old? You fell on the floor and you got up and you fell and you got up and you fell and you got up and you fell. And then you took 2 steps and then 3 steps and mom and dad got excited. Oh, she took 3 steps. Oh, he took 1 big step. And you fell and you got up and you fell. Do you remember you couldn't talk for a year when you were a child? You had 2 words, mama, dada. That was it, mama, dada. That was it. That was your vocabulary. You had to learn. When you went to school, you didn't learn everything in one class. You had to go again and again and again and again and again and again. Same here. You got to master it. Building community income. What you should do, guys, everybody on this call should be Voyager and above by the 14th of May. Have we got a deal? Voyager above by the 14th of May. Have we got a deal? Who's in? Voyager above by the 14th of May. Is that possible? Somebody brand new tonight. Is it possible? Yes, you can go Voyager tonight. Go Voyager tomorrow and the next day or the next day, but you've got to the 14th. Can you do it? That's where the magic happens. Some people will do it in the 14th of May next year. Some people do it on the 14th of August. Some will do it on the 14th of September. And some will never do it. Which one are you? Success loves speed. You got to build towards your rank, guys. You are Voyager by the 14th of May. And then, 2 weeks later, can you reach Vanguard? Yes, you can. Why? Because if you can do Voyager in 4 days or a week or a month, then all you have to do is help 2 people go Voyager in your Vanguard. You can do it, they can do it. 2 people go Voyager, your Vanguard. So if you can do Voyager in 4 days, in 2 weeks, you get 2 people. You're giving them 2 weeks. You took 4 days. Hey, I went Voyager in 4 days. Can you do it in 2 weeks, 14 days? You bring 2 Voyagers, your Vanguard. What happens? Bonus. What happens? Excitement. What happens? Better paycheck. What happens? You've got a story. How would you like a story like this? I started Aurum in 2025, and I'm nearly Voyager after a year. I've been working hard at it. Well, that's a very exciting story. It took you a year to go Voyager. Yeah, let's all everybody copy that. Success loves speed. Get action in your business. Get moving. Get purpose. Put the date in your book. The day I went Voyager, 14th of May. The day I went Vanguard. Get it in the book now. And then work towards that. Every day you should be doing presentations, talking, building towards the rank. The rank will bring you to the top of the mountain. I tested the Nero product on the 20th of May. Can you do that? EXI bot. Begin it. Then try the Nero bot. Then get cruise qualified. Who wants to go cruising? Anybody want to go cruising? Let's go cruising, guys. You need to do it quick. There's not too many places left. There's 74 places left. Yeah. There's 126 people already qualified. No, that's wrong. 124 places. Yeah, there's over 50. There's over 50, 60, 70. There's 76 places gone. Yes, there is. 76 people have qualified for the cruise. And you can take somebody with you. Maybe you want to use the EXI Pro and ZooSpot by the 14th of June. You want to start testing the library, using the product. Maybe you want to try the Gold by the 20th of June. Maybe you want to get your card at the end of June. Yeah. No point getting the card now, because the $249 is better working, making you money than buying a card and waiting and it's not going to come. Use the virtual card. But what's the point of having a virtual card if you have no money made? So don't make the card the important thing. Yes, it is an important thing. Yes, it's part of the ecosystem, but don't focus on cards. Don't yap about cards. Best product I've seen so far from Aurum, the card. Maybe you don't appreciate it. Maybe you don't understand it. No passport, no driver's license, no utility bill, no bank statement required. $100,000 a month you can put on it. That's some product, guys. Virtually brilliant. You don't need the plastic card, guys. Don't focus on plastic, please. Get your story right. 74 places left. Right. 26 qualified. 74 places left. Can you be one of those 74? You're on this Zoom. The people that aren't on this Zoom don't know this. Let's get going. Let's get you qualified. Let's do it fast. Get a date in the diary. There's 2 ways to qualify. The first way is gone. The network qualification is over. You can do it with direct sales. You need 50,000 direct sales, 75 or 125. Easy to do, easy not to do. It's very easy to do, and it's equally easy to tell yourself it's not easy to do. Oh, that's too difficult. Oh, that, no. You can't think like that. Change your thinking. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Don't count the days. Make the days count. If you're not making money, show me your book. If you're not making money, show me your appointments. And I'll tell you why you're not making money. I'll tell you why you're not ranking up. I'll tell you why you're not going on the cruise. Because most people are doing nothing. They're saying nothing, or they're saying the wrong thing. Learn to say the right thing. And I've told you the right thing tonight. Get out that calendar. Start putting dates in it. I want to qualify for the cruise. I want to qualify for the next thing. I'm going to hit Oracle by September. I'm going to hit Magnet by the end of the year. Whatever it is. Get it in the book. Start working. Treat it like a business. You think if you owned a shop, you would have you go down to the shop and you say, excuse me, I want to know what the sales are today. How did we do today? Did we do good today? Yes, boss, we did 7,000 today. 7,000, is that it? Yeah, well, it was a good day. Boss, we only did 6-8 yesterday. Okay, was there anything unusual in the shop today? No, everything went well today. Well, what's our products like? Do we need to order stuff? Who did the banking this morning? Where's the post? You need it. What's the maths? When are we going? We need to get these sales up in the shop. You would have to treat it like a business. The same here. So don't count the days. Make the days count. What did you do today to improve your Aurum business? Tell me that. What did you do today that improved your Aurum business? Can you write it down? Yes, I put on a customer. Yes, I talked to a friend who wants to come to Zoom and Money. Yes. Or did you do nothing today? Are you one of the nothing people? I did nothing today to improve my business. Yeah. Or, yes, I attended a training. Give me a few ideas. I started to think about the business differently. Yes, today I did something about my Aurum business. I attended the training. I listened to that crazy guy for an hour and a half of my life. But I got these 3 things that could change my business, that will change our family. Yeah. So before you go to bed, ask yourself, what did I do today to improve my business? Write it down in the book. Today, 10th of May, I did nothing. I talked to 2 customers. I pitched somebody for next Wednesday Zoom. Write it down. And then before you go to sleep, write this down. What am I going to do tomorrow? What am I going to do tomorrow? I have an Aurum book here. I have an Aurum book. So I have a diary. I have an Aurum book. I have a flip chart of my structure. I know who's who ranked up on what date. I know what day he went prime. I know what day he went elite. I know what day he joined. I know what rank he's going for next. You have to know your business. You have to know your business. I can tell you how much sales we did yesterday. So before I go to bed, I write down the sales volume, the LV. Or I use the countdown to the next rank. When can I hit the next rank? So I need $500,000 for my next rank. And then tomorrow it's $4,000, $3,000, $2,000. So I have it here. On the 5th of May, I did $1.3 million in business. On the 6th of May, I did 1.1 million. On the 7th of May, 1.1 million. On the 8th of May, 1.2 million. And tonight when it closes, I'm going to do the 9th of May, because I know this is the 10th, but our figures don't come in until tomorrow. So I know exactly my sales turnover. And so I know where I need to help the business. I know where the business needs help. If you look at these statistics here, this person had 2,369 registered users. There's only 1,288 made a deposit. Half of this person's customers did not fund. So they liked it, they joined and registered, but they never bought a product. Can you see that this affiliate made $140,000 of income? If they had converted the half that didn't buy a product, if they had a system in place that they talked to their leaders, hey, who did you today? I had 2 on the Zoom. Did they join? Yes, they joined. If you don't follow up, did they fund? No. Why are they not funding? Because they don't know where to get crypto. They don't know how it works. They liked it and joined, but now they're stuck. So you got to help and move through the business already done and improve your sales volume. How can we make our business better? If this person converted these 1,000 people over to this side, he could have made 280,000 for the same work. So there's good news and bad news. What's the good news? Good news is 1,288 is making money every single day. The other part, it's about half. So 1,000 people didn't make any money, but these 1,288 made money every single day. Every single day, every one of our customers makes money every single day. All of the customers that are thinking about it or can't get crypto, you've got to get the crypto for them. You've got to help onboard them, because once they see it and experience it, once they get the knowledge and practice, they grow, they come. Every person is a door to more people. Write that down. Every person is a door to more people. I've only opened 9 doors. Those 9 doors have given me 80,000 customers. 80,000 customers from 9, because every person is a door to more people. The people I know, the people they know you. I don't know you, but the people I know who know, that's how it works. We're all interlinked around the world. About seven referrals away, we'd have the whole world. Every single person that activated their bot is making money every single day. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to do the comp plan tonight. Normally I do a run on the comp plan. I'm going to leave that because we focused tonight on Nero, just to bring you up to speed, give you a little bit of understanding in that. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again next Sunday, same time, same link. We're back doing the Zooms Monday to Thursdays, same link. I'm going to Tunisia the first week of June. So there's not going to be any Zooms that time because I'm not sure the time zone. I think I'll be in a desert. I'm not sure. So I do the Zooms when there's not events on. But just so you know, I'm prepared for that. But let's get busy. Let's get moving, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again soon. Have a great rest of your week. Goodbye.
Recording stopped.
Well, recording hasn't stopped here. We're on 1 hour and 45 minutes. I'm not sure how am I gonna upload to YouTube, but those of you signed to join to this moment, I want to tell you that if you want to have one of these incredible Visa cards, I'm the second person, the very first person in North America to have one of these visas. We can hook you up with one. I have David here, and I want him to be a Voyager by May 14. David, can we do it? Can we get you launched into this space? And David's here. He was a referral.
Yes.
David. We can do it.
Yes. I'm waiting on my money to transfer so I can plunk it in.
Folks, if you have your money anywhere, make sure you open an account and add $100 here as a test, like Victor, our friend there that introduced. The other thing is,
you need is $130 to start, and then forget about it. If you're skeptical, forget about it. Let it accrue to where it makes money. This guy did the same thing, and 9 months later, he has $4,000 or $5,000. So, I mean, you can be skeptical all you want. Great. Be skeptical all you want. Say I'm a scam. I'll beat it all you want. I have $104 in there. Do you? That's the question. Do you? In 12 months, I'm going to have to pay another $20. Will you? What's this guy do in a year? I'll probably be making $100 million by December if everything goes right. So look, guys, the founder is correct. And Arif, you and I are going to do that presentation. That's the presentation you're going to do. You know why? Because all that is in there, and what is in there is what he said. And I told you to read it because if you took Landmark, you would recognize what he said. And then all we're going to do is use that presentation. Then we're going to add your presentation to that presentation. And it's going to be a powerful, mind-setting, transformational presentation.
We're helping people create possibilities.
Correct. And the opportunity to make money while doing it.
again, thank you all for watching. This is a long video. I hope you make it. Those of you who have registered, one person, make sure you get funded. Those of you
You only need one person a day. Now, guys, I put over 3,000 posts today in multiple different social medias. I did 3,000. I got one legitimate person. So get that straight. Volume. We have social media. We can use social media. We just have to be careful what we say on social media.
Big time.
And trust me, and Arif knows this, we'll treat this like a security or annuity or life insurance.
Which it is not, but we treat it that way.
We treat it that way for the purposes of marketing.
My friends, this is now approaching a 2-hour
Compliant.
mark. If
Yes.
you If you got any value out of this, make sure you get in touch with the person who shared it with you, this
So,
video with you.
yep,
Wait, stop.
absolutely. I
If
agree.
if you are a leader with me, Arif GIlany, in any of the countries, you have a person or friend who opened an account, make sure they fund it this month. If you are not a Voyager, you're going to Voyager Victor this month. If you are just starting out, you want to make $1 million, put a like here. This was the $1 million formula showed to you. And come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Monday, 11 a.m.
Yes.
on Meeting.
Guess what? I'm revising my statement. I want $150 million by the end of December. I'm pushing you,
Very,
Arif. I'm pushing you,
very,
Arif.
very real possibility because there's millions and millions of dollars in Americans sitting in locked boxes, 401ks, tax boxes, or all other businesses in America needs Aurum Foundation as a banking system. Thank you, friends. Have a great weekend. Happy